Alright, ladies and gents, we've got a Rising Star tournament here. That's the middle skill league. Leasha is playing, however. And Leasha is powerful, so we had to fill it up. There's not enough sign-ups for this one. If you're seeing next time an announcement for a Rising Star League, please join it, because we don't want to fill it with the pros. Leasha will be playing as elves. On the other side, PumP. Gonna pump it up for the humans. Going with the Wolfguard Commander Giga Trixie. It's a great pick overall against elves, especially if you're gonna be doing some harassment plays. We've got a ranger. The live stream where I'm doing this is completely full of rangers today, so we're not gonna talk about her anymore. Let's take a look at the Wolfguard Commander and the path she'll take. It's supposedly gonna be all about the left side. Nobody really does early aura skills. Not even 2 deep waters is very usual until level 3 is unlocked. Of course, if you go for a little bit of pressure, it can't hurt though. Let's see where this Wolfguard Commander is headed. Doesn't look like it's straight to the enemy base. Might pick up these sectors a little bit.
She's the fastest we have.
Leasha might be able, however, to use the Pathfinder to piss off the Revenants and get them on the flag before it's built, because this flag was late, right? Human build order has been just double woodcutter, of course. In the main, that's normal, but the stonecutter has been populated since the beginning, which is very strange. It kind of suggests that you want to go for earlier wood, which is unusual. Even a second stone is coming in. We'll see what it's going to be exactly. Okay, Leasha is lurking. Some very fun telescopes on this map that you can use to like see the tracks. Okay, PumP is getting all the middle sectors, but it's not going to be easy because these Revenants are going to get pissed off at you. They will take down the flag. Meanwhile, Leasha gets the upper banner and took care of the banditos, or not the banditos, it's the undead. It's all undead, always has been. See if she gets the next ones as well. And I'm pretty sure I saw Martyrial Sacrifice, which is interesting. So basically you blow up your wolf. Very good idea to do when it's at low health. No need to rush with it. Wolfguard Commander is back. Royal Flag's also under attack. It might draw the Revenants if they wander close. There they go. Well, in the end, the Wolfguard Commander didn't go for harassment, and she's also in defensive mode. Means there was no aggroing. This is such a good spot to go for early aggression with all the Elven Woodcutters just clumped up in one spot. You can do a lot of damage there. But PumP didn't go for it. Now Leasha is up a level compared to PumP. Good news, however, for PumP is that Leasha is distracting these Revenants. Getting him off his back. Middle Royal Flag didn't upgrade, but the far one did. Maybe this in combat one can be upgraded, but it's gonna be close. PumP doesn't have the food. He does have the food already carried to the base, so it's whatever else he's doing that is not done. Wolf just got detonated over there. And with the scouting post up, PumP can definitely take the Revenants over. Shouldn't be a problem. Doesn't mean that Leasha doesn't get to steal some XP though. Oh, where is PumP going? Oh no, that's not worth it. Now look at this. Leasha is just gonna lure away all these units because they prefer to attack units over buildings, right? And she's gonna get all of that. Wow, that's a lot of XP. Well on the way to level 4 there.
We're being attacked.
First PumP's here. Okay, going through the back now. Obviously knowing that there's no way that the fortified outpost will get into too much trouble. But also losing out on all that experience because of the sheer distance between the hero and that base. That's definitely unfortunate.
Well then.
Peaceful early game, plenty of sectors to get for both players. Leasha has a little bit too much wood. You know where that's gonna go though. Tier 2 is about to finish, and there's plenty of iron sectors captured. Putting down a bunch of iron mines will be very high up on the agenda. PumP is running around, getting all these sectors. The revenants are getting taken out by these scouting posts, so I'm not sure this is gonna work. Doesn't have the wood to actually repair them, so they might go down. Going to the weaker first was the right choice. But meanwhile, the ranger is level 4 already. Pretty big difference there. Wolfguard commander just has to run around because she can't engage this. Definitely having great difficulties. Once the frontier outpost is done, it will be much easier. Level 3 is an absolute godsend for PumP. Nice detonation there on the wolf, actually hurting the infantrymen and the revenants all together. The ranger should be able to deal with the rest, no problem.
Building completed.
Infantrymen finally helping out. Wolfguard commander should get close to level 4 as well with all this. But loses the other base. Oh no, PumP. That is not good news at all. Already very behind against the elves with these iron mines coming up and whatnot. Definitely didn't want to deal with all that. And the sector's up. In the middle. There's more iron down here. Quite a lot of it. 700 iron in this sector. But hey, PumP has expanded through the back. There is an economy here. Not going tier 2 though for a long while. I suspect we're gonna see a lot more infantry. And eventually arbalists. We've seen a bunch already. Unfortunately they got picked off. There's only 2 barracks. That's not enough production. Oh, the wolf catches the hero with the detonation there. Great job by Leasha. That's devastating. That is devastating, and you can only imagine the tier 2 units will be showing up shortly. Oh no, the infantry turn around once more, and the ranged mode on the Guardians takes out another one. So 2 of them going down there. The last infantryman with 29 health managing to escape. Wow. That said, all the potions will go to Leasha.
We're being attacked.
For each type, 7k in the bank. And able to get the ultimate ability unlocked. Is it going to be Moonwell? Is it going to be something else? We'll see. Well, one of them got spent on Hail of Arrows. And Volley. Unending Volley is going to be picked. Well, that's going to be fantastic against the hero. But of course, an interrupt can end it. That's something to think about during all this. So what now? How many iron mines do we have? Another one coming up here. Not too many, honestly. Like, considering how much wood Leasha had, you'd think that it's all getting spent on that. But she also went wide at the same time, right? So we've got all these other sectors with all the buildings attached. It's gonna be a while until the tier 2 economy really kicks in, but we've got the first few protectors. They're not expensive, 6 iron each. The humans finally have extra barracks, so it will be now possible to more or less keep up with the elves. The Wolfguard commander has her battle wedding dress. We've got a pretty big fight here. The protectors once again unharmed so far. Wolfguard commander tries to jump on the ranger. Let's see what that does. Interrupt was just used, so she doesn't have access to it, and the unending volley taking down half her health right there. It's pretty brutal stuff. Meanwhile, the remaining guardians are still shooting her big time. Does that ranger actually have a perk for range? Looking like she might. Oh, definitely gonna lose the hero there. Now everyone swaps to melee for more damage against buildings. This is gonna be pretty damn brutal. Let's take a look at that perk. No perk. No perk. That's just how long the range is. Ranger does have tier 3 gear. Both the armor and the weapon, so pretty good damage and resistances for her. There's money for another pot as well.
We're being attacked.
Shop's right here, so you might as well do it before attacking the space. So having the addition of a handful of wardens will help against the hero a lot, I'd say. Spin to win, doing a little bit, but this is just such a big elven army. 106 population against 35, with the elves being the higher quality units. Well, not the guardians necessarily, right? But as long as they're in the protection aura of the protectors, they are actually better than the infantrymen. That's a fact. Hero gets sniped once again, level 6. This is a snowball situation that you don't want to be in. Ay. The longer this goes on, the better for Leasha, especially as she chips away at both bases, the hero and the army, all at the same time. Has the majority of the map control. Bases are not highly upgraded or anything. We don't have too much iron, but PumP gives up anyhow, as he just can't defend himself anymore. I did say at the start, Leasha is a little too strong for this. But we did want to make the tournament happen, so a bunch of us stronger gamers got in there as well. Ladies and gents, welcome to Jungle Crossroads. This is gonna be one of those bigger maps. Leasha bringing the trolls to it. Fascinating choice. They can be really good in the late game. It makes sense in that way. On the other side, we got humans. Run PumP once more. I think it's his comfort faction. I'm pretty sure about that. Beak Eye is going to be the hero. That's what we're going to focus on in this one, because it's a Wolfguard commander again for PumP. This is a new hero, in fact, so I think that's super interesting. From the mod, got a multi-throw ability, got this rock throw which you just seen. It has a little bit of a knockback and stun, with some siege damage against buildings. Super useful. Multi-throw is just a multi-projectile attack. 4 projectiles total. Got a single one as well with the aim throw to just do some neat damage. It also applies bleeding if Hunter's Mark is on, which you can get from all sorts of beak passives. Hunting with beaks will allow your beaks to be trained, which gives them a little bit of extra stats. It's an aura. It's always on. As long as the beaks are with the beak eye, they're gonna be better. We also got Hunting Throws, which applies Hunter's Mark. That's where this one comes in. Or this one. Not this one. But these do. The ultimate is Hunting Frenzy, which gives your attacks extra targets. Or extra projectiles in this case. Attack speed and casting speed increases, of course. And you can train your birds into better versions, which is super neat. You can also throw bait, which reduces enemy attack speed. And then another little benefit here, Ice in the Sky will summon you a scouting beak, so you can scout ahead a little better. I think it's neat. Cool hero. I want to see some beaks against the humans though. And you know, Jungle Crossroads is one of the pretty good maps for flying units, because on the outside, there's nothing here. There's no land. You can fly over it though. So making use of all this in every corner, just different stuff. We even got the whole animal kingdom here. Yeah, you can just fly over everything. Now, Humies are about to get to level 3. Good save on that scout, by the way. It's always very important to secure the Godstones on this map. I love when people pay some attention to that, as it will just let you teleport around a bit. Let's say if you own this one and that one, it cuts off quite a bit of walking time, doesn't it? Hey, we got some super early Iron Beaks. Love it. And they're already Corpse Seekers. That's normally a tier 2 unit. You have to have your magic building for it. So very difficult to get to. And we're already seeing them at 4 minutes 12. They're gonna help a lot here with creeping by creating those damaging AoEs where enemies bleed and your own guys actually are armored. Couple that with a bunch of knockdowns, this is going to be a very good creeping strategy. I love it. This is such a unique experience for sure. Good stuff. Well, Wolfguard Commander is looking for some harassment action. She's gonna get it too. One worker gets cut down right when it tries to get in the base. The other one's gonna make a run for it. That's fine. But at least PumP is doing some damage this time. Unfortunate for him. Leasha is capturing everything he's got. And the birds are going for it. Oh, they are fast, boy. They gotta go fast. And guess what? These ground units can't attack back except the Revenant Archer. That one can. We should definitely see a little curse field down there from the Corpse Seekers. What's the numbers on that again? So 7% resistance for your boys, but it requires a corpse on the ground. That's when they can cast it. So we should see it now. Oh! One of them goes poof. Maybe Leasha getting a little too ambitious there. Okay, there we go. It's not quite the best spot. The bleeding damage is 15%. Every little bit counts though. Oh! He went down. Poor Smasher. Yeah, it's not Leasha's day here. But it's a cool strat, I love it. What's PumP up to? Not much. This hero is still just level 3. We've got a handful of infantrymen to go along with the fight. If she jumps, however, on that Smasher and does a smash, it will go down, right? That's exactly how you're supposed to play against her trolls. Just pick off these Smashers because they're pesky, but they're very beatable individually. If you focus fire, There's only so much that pullback micro can do. Not least the eye banner can be cleared up, but how will the Wolfguard commander ever get to level 5 here? It's really your ultimate goal. At level 3 or 4, she's just not that potent. Then you gotta deal with this guy with his multi-throw and whatever.
The outpost has been built.
You can
We've
also now
expanded our
turn
borders.
Iron Beaks into better units, I think. Yeah, we can do fighters or corpse seekers. That's what Leasha has unlocked. Has not unlocked Hunting Frenzy, but does have the points ready to go, so we should see it any moment. Maybe Deep Waters wouldn't hurt for the focus, because this is consuming focus per second, right? I didn't go for it. Just multi-throw 2, which is like, how is it better again? Number of projectiles, right? Yeah, it doubles the projectiles. Well, it doesn't double it. It goes from 4 to 7. Because the display number is like extra projectiles, right? Corpse Seeker not doing the ability there. Ay ay ay. Gotta be careful with those smashers. They're gonna get smashed at this point. Humans are here to hunt them down. Oh, you gotta be really careful with those weak smashers, man. But a good boulder throw should get the pesky humans off them. Maybe force a retreat. There it is. Only one infantry actually went down, but the rest are pretty hurt, and I think honestly PumP has no business fighting here. Got a pretty good set of buildings though, with 4 barracks. By my count, that's right, 4 buildings. Where are the trolls at though? 2 fight huts. 1 scrap fort that's not yet built. So it's gonna be just smashers here for the ground. Might be a bit of a longer game than for the trolls. Another one goes down. Good snipe by PumP. I don't think you'll have a teleport. But with the Godstone that I said to capture at the beginning, reinforcement time isn't that bad. You can potentially save this. Potentially. Oof. Brutal stuff. Hero goes down as well. Trolls are dominating. Level 6 on that beak guy. Only thing Leasha is missing is upgrades for the trolls. Smashers obviously not gonna last long. That's what she said. And the beaks aren't particularly good against buildings. They have piercing damage, right? So buildings can take that all day. 66% resistance against pierce. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, we got 3 corpse fields. Yikes. It's not doing that much bleeding damage, but you really don't want to sit in it. Fortified outpost obviously gonna absolutely snipe the smashers. There's no chance to take that down. You need the better units. These guys do have some pierce resist, but you still don't want to mess with this. Finds out there's no more revenants. There's none at the top either. See how we're doing with the iron situation. We're not doing much. There's no iron, in fact. What? Dude, PumP, you need iron, man. Okay, we got a bunch of throwers. This scrap still isn't in for Leasha. I actually don't think I see a scrap. Oh, there's a scrapper. 1 scrapper. PumP attempting to save the base by repairing and upgrading at the same time. The upgrade should come through, I think. Especially with the army right here. They can get the whole gang off of it, I would say. Yeah, Leasha has to respect this. Oh, the hero is gonna... Yeah, Leasha's struggling with that hero, keeping that alive. Just about manages to. And it's got big ability there, but gets sniped before it gets to use it. That's huge. The entire troll army is now in peril, as PumP is doing an amazing job holding here. But again, it was mostly because there was too much of a bird focus here for Leasha. Fortified outpost makes it absolutely impossible to attack. Too much damage coming in from that. Have to respect it. What's Leasha's next move? Hopefully this bee guy gets a better armor or something. That should be it anyway. White Hat's producing extra smashers. We need to see skull crushers and like bonk boys.
That should work.
We can get the bonk boys and everything's good. But I don't think we have bonk boys. We have a throwing camp only, no hitting camp. So literally can't make them right now. Whoopsies. At least the scrap is starting to come in. There's now 2 scrappers. Unfortunately, this scrapper in particular isn't working. Just like me next week. I'm gonna be on a holiday. Nice. I needed a rest. So I'm gonna go get it.
Yes? Want to trade?
What's PumP up to? Getting a weapon. Looks good.
Building
Fancy.
completed.
Could have gotten another pot. With a quick selling trick, but oh well. It's good enough, it's good enough. We're looking at the quick teleport situation. I think the teleport stone is gonna be used. That's fine. Wasn't that urgent though, I think. Good old Godstone would have done the trick. Here comes all the bleeding. Troll's getting extra resistances from it. This is cool. Never see those beak people getting used. Arbors are doing a smashing job sniping everyone, but now just them left. They're not particularly fast. I'm not sure they'll get away, and these multi-shots from the beak guy are just absolutely devastating to them. They're so light. Leasha also has a tier 3 armor on that beak guy, by the way. Looks good. Tier 3 weapon as well with the blue markings. Throwing spike of throwing. Wow. What a name. Oh, there's the ultimate ability. 3 projectiles at once instead of 1. With a lot more extra attack speed. Plus with multi-shot. Yeah, you got cleave all day. That was brutal. And it's done basically off of tier 1 tech plus beaks. It's crazy. Smashers do need to stay out of this though. I went in too deep now.
So much to do. So little.
Anyway, Leasha just pulls back and it's fine. Are we gonna see some extra scrappers? It doesn't look like there's many. This guy's still not working. It would be nice if it just worked, right? But what you actually have to do is not rally directly onto the scrap, but like next to it, and then they'll start working normally. But like this, if you rally onto the scrap, they get stuck because it wants to go where the other guy already is. It's an annoying little issue. It's easily fixed though by just changing a habit. It's not that big of a deal, it's just people forget. Ooh, tons of promotions coming through. We've got Ironbeak fighters now adding their damage to the fight. Also, hitting camp is finally up. That's looking scarier than it is. This is just an attack range reduction. It's all that weakening, however, from the throwers that are making a huge difference here. Enemies do have to run in the end, as Leasha once again dominates this battle. We'll take down that outpost. But the Humies really got themselves together. They're in a solid tier 2. They have iron now. And the Keepers are starting to come out. And let me tell you, Keepers versus Smashers, that's a very one-sided fight. Even Keepers against Skull Crushers should be in the favor of humans. Although these guys can cleave with their attack, so there is something to that. And that's gonna be a good answer for sure.
Masterpiece.
Good pickoffs on the Corpse Seekers. Most of them are down already. The Wolfguard Commander does get to live, I think. Just barely, wow. That was close. Does she actually? Wait, 87 health. Oh. One sprint from these Smashers and I think she might just go down. Alright, together with the Keepers they turn... No, they don't turn around, they just get some extra hits. Ooh, wait. Smasher pick-off opportunities galore. Everyone you get is not gonna turn into a better unit, so it's a huge deal actually. Still no level 5 unfortunately for the Wolfguard Commander, however. Very bad news. Oh, there it is, there it is. But I think she'll go down. Oof. Fortified Outpost is repairing. PumP is doing what he can here to keep this thing alive. Kiting backwards as well with the Arbalest is playing so well. Especially compared to the previous game, right? He can just pump units all day long, these tier 1 guys. Should be no problem with that, but this Fortified Outpost does fall. The Skull Crushers do make all the difference with that extra damage. Still decent amount of population for the humans, but they can't keep this up forever. PumP needs to pump. The pump is happening, but is it enough? We've also got Griffins, which is going to be a fantastic answer to all this ground stuff. If PumP could get out a lot more Griffins, we potentially see all these Smashers and Skull Crushers struggling. Unfortunately for PumP, he's housed. Needs more billets.
Take a second.
Upgrading all these sectors will do nothing. And if Leasha reaches 200 population with all these hurt units upgrading themselves, well, that's gonna be tough. I think they're gonna become throwers. It's a pretty quick process once you're here. You just need the resources. Huey's looking a lot better now, look at that. Unfortunately for PumP, there's a lot of throwers in there. The Griffins aren't safe. They were gonna be good a moment ago, but not anymore. Level 5 for the Wolfguard Commander, however, could make a difference.
We need to expand.
Got Earth Shatter, and it's coming back in just 25 seconds thanks to Concentration 3 getting picked. Pretty big deal. We got now several Griffins. And apparently 5 minutes piece. Tier 2 does mean that Leasha can opt into mages, upgrading a lot of sectors around the edges of the map, as you can tell. And here comes the big A move. Leasha is 200 pop, but the unit quality isn't quite as good. Wolfguard Commander stuns everybody with Earth Shatter. That's a pretty big opening to this fight. I'm not sure the trolls can really take this. I think Leasha needs to retreat from this Very possibly. The keepers are just absolute tanks on the front line, and guess what? The griffins are just distracting the shooting units, forcing them to shoot up instead of down. And then these arbalists in the back, with upgraded range by the way, are just absolutely yeeting and deleting these units out of the game. Wolfguard Commander does go down, but it's okay. There's a Warbringer. Now that's a tanky boy right there. You can't just snipe that. Have to snipe everything else instead. The more Warbringers there are, the more solid the front line will be. It's really expensive though. You typically don't make more than a handful. They also buff the allies with this empowered boon, which actually can stack with regular empower, so this is a special one. I wish it got a different name actually to signify that. Where's that effect coming from? Oh, the farm booster, food booster from the Moon Temple. That's nice. So the Moon Temple basically casts this 40% extra collection on all these buildings, and since you can make 8 buildings, that's a pretty big deal. 7 of them will be working 40% faster. Definitely worth giving up that last slot instead of having more resource buildings. It's like 2.1 buildings. So it definitely pays for itself. Well, your gain is 1.1 building, right? Although usually we see it when it's all farms. Anyway, once again, a great opening move there with the Earth Shatter. PumP pulls out the hero this time, trying not to lose it. Hoping for a second Earth Shatter thanks to that quick cooldown. Another bunch of good pickoffs happening, and the catapults do offer some potential for base sniping. We might get there. Let's see. Ooh, Flesh Eaters, and they're getting upgraded to Bone Hexers, so the mages are gonna be in for this fight. And they'll make a huge difference too, because these humans are just pretty low tier, right? So, they can't resist magic. Even though you upgrade their health for the infantrymen, they still don't resist magic. That's the best counter available. Wolfguard Commander does have an extra skill now. Oops, sorry. We've got the Hymn of Retaliation, so whenever she gets attacked, they take quite a bit of damage. But Leasha, she's on level 9 with this hero. It's bonkers. We've got a full wheel of brute force. You've seen the ultimate. Rock throw is at level 2. Skips aim throw because it has a longish cast time, I suppose. She doesn't like it too much, based on our chats we had about it. And then we've got hunting with beaks level 2, which gives the burps 40% pierce resistance. It's very difficult to actually take them down. I mean, look at these things. 15 pierce armor after all this. And they're fast, boy. They're fast. Got a bunch of champions, so the human tier 3 is also hard at work. Border Fortress is up. We've got a watchtower in addition as well, but the mages are doing so much damage. I'm not sure the Wolfguard Commander gets the slam, but she does. She does get it. This is great. Stays alive too. And the Border Fortress just keeps shooting throughout this, not to mention all the Arbalists. Can she also... Okay, can PumP also upgrade the damage, I wonder? On the Arbalist. That would be huge if possible. Because 80 is not the limit. What's the limit again? I don't remember the number. Does it go to 90? Warbringer's absolutely going nuts. He's got freaking 10 stacks of blood. Just eating the corpses, really. There's plenty of opportunities over there still. Could absolutely go for it. And they are. There we go, eating all the corpses. Humans are down to just 68 population. Even the Border Fortress can't defend against this. And while these guys eat all of the corpses, their damage is gonna crazily increased. 51% extra damage from Blood Power. Also, Empowered is working together with that. Wolfguard Commander gets picked off. Flesh Eater should get picked off itself, obviously. The rest of them do escape. But there is now a Warbreaker, so if the trolls want to go back for another round, they can. Corpse Troll has been upgraded. They're coming out with the Bone Hexers. When the Bone Hexers die, they turn into those. Every little bit counts, as they say. That's an ambitious smasher. He's actually gonna make it through, wow. Well, the upgrade does get them back to full health, so there is that. It's a lot of catapults, sir. I'm not sure that will work. These guys resist siege pretty well. But there's a lot of them, so maybe it does work. The wall breakers also can resist it. They're the only siege in the game that can. Oh my god, this actually works. What the hell? It's just that many. But yeah, Leasha's just working on maxing out, trying to get this ultimate unit composition going. Doesn't have any titans available in this one. Humans could, but they are not rich enough, and they actually lack the area. There's some area down here. There's 2 buildings gathering the area. Wolfguard Commander is also chilling down here. And you know what? The humans are actually getting closer to 200 population. This might be doable, especially with a nice bunch of stuns over there. The army is very separated for the trolls right now. I'm not sure they're gonna get a good surround on the humans, but the catapults, like I said, not the best combat units. Border Fortress does need to help them, and it does, but the human army is absolutely getting reset. Almost all of it is already gone. Trolls are losing numbers also, but they seem to have enough to carry on. Especially this Warbreaker isn't yet hurt, although it's about to be. We have a bunch of Mentalists on the field. Nice little bonk ability from the Warbreaker. And there's more where that came from. Leasha is really gearing up for that late game, huh? PumP just doesn't have the firepower it takes to take on this kind of army. Loses the base. Border Fortress is down, ladies and gents. I'm not sure PumP will be able to hold on much longer. The champions are upgraded now, so they can cleave through 3 targets. But if the numbers aren't there, there's not much even they can do. Give me like 20 champions and it's a different game. But you actually have to get there. Okay, this is a nice little skirmish, but PumP is gonna give up because Leasha controls too much of the map and is too rich. He doesn't feel like he can make a comeback happen. It's understandable. It's looking pretty bad. But I think one more try to get those champions out and a bunch of mentalists, of course. That could have made a difference. I think it's a little early to call it because they can also break through the bases with that many catapults backing them up. So I would have liked to see a little more here, but I also get it. It's probably gonna go badly. It's just worth a shot, you know? It's worth a shot. It's already gonna be match point anyhow, and that big hero was level 10, so I do get it. I do get it. Rough game. Well played by Leasha though. Game 3, ladies and gents. It's gonna be the same matchup as game number 2, but very different map here. Leasha bringing the trolls, and PumP sticking with the humans. Oh, Wolfguard Commander again. We have a new hero, you know. Which would be actually pretty good against the trolls with all those buffs. And the keepers are already nice against the trolls, so I would love to see that new human hero getting used. Unfortunately, I also didn't use it in my games. Shame. So I'm one to talk. Oh well. We got the Bikai again. I don't need to explain the skills this time, you've seen them already. Easy work going through the undead, of course. Leasha is doing great with the animation cancels, just between the attacks, getting in a little bit, a few hammer strikes on that banner, get it built, and then do another attack. Because there is a cooldown between attacks, right? Want to make use of that empty time. Every little bit counts. And you can already see the progress. We're in the second base.
Look at that, boys. We're in for some fun.
Well, it's just the animation cancels, right? A little bit of performance, obviously. Troll heroes are really good against these light creeps. And with the help of the Smasher, PumP is looking to put on a little bit of pressure. Can he do it though? PumP? Leasha is looking to put on the pressure, not PumP. Excuse me. The second royal flag isn't being upgraded, so that's a prime target right there. But you don't want to mess with the Wolfguard commander when you only have one Smasher around. She could just get it. 50%. There's still a chance. Leasha doesn't want it. Understandable. This eye banner here, probably not going to get upgraded. We're choosing the middle. Because this is where the stone is, right? There's no stone here. This has all the critical resources. But there's scrap in this one. Makes it a really good second base. See if PumP heads to the top or not. Doesn't look like it. No, more interested in contesting the middle bases. It's understandable. Will there be enough stone for it though? Oh no, we've got the worker bug. The workers are just not delivering. They're on strike. Looking for better working conditions. Oh, if PumP doesn't notice that, that's a catastrophe. That's a very important building to get up. Without the second stone, you just can't properly expand as the humans. More importantly, you're not gonna get wood. So this might not be a very long one if PumP doesn't notice. Ah, killed by the worker bug. Yikes. Zornov says, they are forming a union. Stop them! Oh boy. Not another plank gets laid down until we get holidays. Royal flag. Ruby cancelled here for sure. Then we got the pull-up smashers. I will take a look at what the skills are though. We got the Train Corpse Seeker skill once again. So expect some of those promotions to happen. Okay, extra bases are now coming up. But still no Stonecutter, sadly. Imagine how difficult it will be to get the barracks, which are heavy in stone. Medusas are gonna be the next target. He should just putting them into two parts. But that Smasher is in danger now. Ooh, and it's down. Not bad by PumP at all. Not bad. One hero versus one hero, that never is a particularly interesting fight. they just poke at each other until they need to use a potion, and then they do it. And then it continues. Yeah, you kind of need an army to support them to make that more interesting. But hey, you can't force someone off creeps like that. Creeps are enough help sometimes. But in this game, PumP is just not going to be able to afford barracks. Because he's missing that second stonecutter. He's trying to make a third one now, which is... No, it's obviously very annoying that it didn't work, but... Still didn't notice it. That's unfortunate. For sure. Oh, the worker bug is the worst. Well, Leasha has a pretty sophisticated little group here. Consisting of Unga Bunga trolls. You're not using enough brute force. You're not gonna get the Medusa kills, that's for sure. And if you can't get the Medusa kills, you're not using enough force. That's true of anything else as well. Like the... Oh, see? These unionized workers used enough force. Proof. Right there. Okay, oh. Hero died. It's interesting that they're literally disassembling this building for stone. That's funny. That's vandalism. Got the beak eye back. What's next? I'll protect the loot by the Medusas. Wolfguard Commander also eventually is gonna level up. Should see a level 4 here. Right. I'll be very upset if she stays as well. I'll be upset if she stayed at level 3. Okay, what's all the stuff for Leasha? Oh, we're about to find out. Health ring. Nice. What PumP? Still has to work on the Medusa Vixen. Oh, might get stasis there. Definitely will. Oh, tried to interrupt but didn't work. Still got stasis. And Leasha is here to cause trouble. I'm not sure this is an amount of trolls that you can just fight. Oh, the knockdown actually canceled the teleport. That's huge. Things are going from bad to worse for PumP. Huge move for Leasha. Level 5 is achieved. This is a snowball situation for sure. A catastrophic snowball. Hero's gonna be back, but level 3, right?
Our population
That's
is
level
at
4.
maximum
It's level
capacity.
4.
We need to expand.
Almost 5. It's not that bad.
Makes
Should
the
be
hour
able to put
less
on that
Our
armor.
population is at maximum capacity.
Get some
We
more
need
pots,
to
but
expand.
45 population as the limit.
Pleasure doing
Not
business
looking
with
so
you.
hot,
Come again.
have to say. Space is about to be bonked pretty hard. Teleport is available. I'm not sure where the crew is going. Blue crew is going the completely wrong way there. PumP? Oh no. You're gonna look for level 5. He's letting the base fall on purpose. Definitely. He wants to creep. He wants that level 5. He wants the item. Oh, it's actually gonna be level 6, isn't it? Okay, Wyvern uses this special on a handful of units. It's better than using it on the entire army, right? But commander is naked. What is going on? A bunch more infantrymen are burning there, but it's okay. One of them takes it for the team. Level 6.
The tribe needs more.
Can these guys now stop? What? We forgot the armor.
Yes?
What the hell happened? PumP! Where's your clothes, man? No, not like this. Not like this. Put in an aura as well. Interesting. But I don't see how this is gonna help. Without the armor, it's just so much damage getting taken. Even those birds could kill her. Definitely high risk moment. Could afford a tier 2 armor though. And a ring. So the physical situation isn't bad. Just now have a bunch of trained units. Thrower. Maybe we'll see more than that too. As a scrapper sharp, put to work. But does Leasha actually have anything more? No, there's no hunting. Hunting? I mean, hitting camp. We've got the really pointy upgrade coming through. There will be some beaconing. Reducing the armor of this poor hero further to 0. Oh god. There's the bonk. She can't take this all day. It's a good amount of infantrymen though, I have to say. They're holding their own against the smashers, but meanwhile the Beakai is going nuts on the army in the back. The arbalists are really getting it. Oh, this bleeding is adding up for the infantryman. PumP knows he can't defend himself anymore with what's left. Unfortunately, the buildings weren't helping in this, and the hero also was just on the side. Instead of having 50% armor, she had 10% only. That was a little bit unfortunate with how that went. This whole game for PumP just went down the drain. No hero armor, no second stone getting built because of the worker bug. But Leasha anyway moves on. That's just really unlucky. You gotta watch out for that kind of stuff in this game.